Hey guys, so it's officially the end of my weeks 24 and 25 traveling with remote year, which means I have officially hit the halfway mark. I've been traveling for 6 months, 6 more months to go. It's pretty wild that it's officially halfway. I am currently talking to you from the front porch of my bungalow in Thailand. You can see the water back here. It's literally right in front of where I'm staying. And I'm in an island called Koh Phangan, Koh Phan something with a better Thai accent than what I have, which is in the southeast of Thailand. It's right north of a bigger island called Koh Samui and right under a smaller island called Koh Tao, which is where I'm gonna go scuba diving because it's supposed to be some of the best scuba diving in the world. The last 2 weeks, I actually decided to leave Chiang Mai, which is where we were spending our 6th month. I decided to leave a little early and start my month of traveling by myself. So last week, I spent the beginning of the week in Bangkok for like 5 or so days. That was amazing. I knew that was gonna happen. I have this hanging in my hammock so I don't have to hold it. So you know how it goes. This is starting to become a norm in my videos. So yeah, I was in Bangkok and making my way down, and then this past Monday I got here. I found this place because it has a really cool co-working space, like really good Wi-Fi, good internet, and it's literally right on the ocean, so you can see the ocean as you work, and that was obviously appealing to me. And then they actually have little bungalows that you can rent, and you get the like co-working space for free in it. It's called Beach Hub. If you're gonna be like traveling and working and coming to Southeast Asia, I would 100% recommend it. This island is like just so chill, really cool yoga spots, really good food, like less because of the Thai food and more because of just like lots of mixes of different cultures of food. So like I just had like some really good like acai bowls for breakfast and things like that. So it's really just like been a good place for me to get time alone, reset. Some people ask why I like traveling alone and like why I do so many activities by myself. And I obviously love people, like my friendships and my family relationships and all that stuff is probably the most important thing to me in life in general. But when I spend time alone, I feel like I just get really like much better at listening to myself and like hearing my thoughts and how I feel louder than sometimes like when you're with other people. It's easy to get like kind of like swooped in with like how other people think and what they think of you, and doing things that maybe you don't necessarily want to do but you think you do because you're just like caught up in it all. And so I wanted to I think I have like 2 to 3 more weeks of traveling by myself before my friend gets here and we get to spend a little time in Tokyo together. But I really wanted to take a month and opt out of remote year for a month to do my own thing, really just because for that reason, to have some time to reflect over like the 6 months, see what I'm thinking, see what I'm noticing, see what I'm feeling, and just reset for the second half of the year, because traveling with 30 people is amazing and it's also a lot. And you kind of like get swept up in a routine so quickly. It can fly by. And so this month is really about just being kind of like still and calm and like recentering and making sure that I'm focusing on the right things for the rest of the year. And so with that being said, I'm a little nervous to do this. I've never done this before, but I have been writing a lot more. You might have seen on my Instagram starting to do like some poetry, which I never would have thought I ever would write poetry before, and also just like writing in my journal a lot. And today, given that it's the Saturday, like official Saturday of like our exact halfway point, everyone is transitioning from Chiang Mai to Kyoto today. I did some reflecting in my journal just on this super simple question, which is like, what are you noticing? Like, what have you noticed over the last 6 months? And so I think I'm going to publish this as an article, but I just wanted to read it in this video because I feel like it captures a little bit more of my mindset, and it makes me nervous to put it in a video and share it, which makes me feel like that's exactly what I should do. So bear with me while I have to look at my journal a little bit. So after 6 months of remote year, here is what I am noticing. I'm noticing that I am creative, that I enjoy creating for the sake of creating, that I've had a story about myself for so long that because I'm good at math and science, that means I can't, or that I simply don't write, that I don't have emotions, and that I always like logic. And because I'm a woman who has these traits, who's an engineer by training, I can't let the other women down. I must show the others that we can be like this too, that that's my job, my duty, and my martyr destiny. And that I cared way deeper than I thought about status, about the size of the shocked and impressed eyeballs when I tell them, about the new slope of their body actually leaning in with interest now, with surface level respect, because I work in tech. I'm noticing a calmness now that I'm removed. Now that I start projects without fully knowing how they might end. Now that I let myself write down that first bad line of a poem that jumped into my head, that I introduce myself now as Sarah, just Sarah. I want to write more. I want to share it more. I want to create things that are pretty and cool just because they are pretty and cool. I want to notice even more because I'm creating, because I'm letting myself be gentle and quiet and still. I want to be an explorer of things and people and of my own interests. As what if there are more that are currently covered by the invisibility cloak of made-up narratives that help others make sense of you, that help others feel comfortable. I want more of not knowing how it will end, where it will take me, or how I'll feel along the way, but of starting anyway.